Okay, good morning for those in our audience, our online audience. My name is Cindy Cohen. I'm the founder of Senior Health Women's Initiative, and we do actually 4 programs in the community that are in place to help support women entrepreneurs. The Women's Entrepreneur Summit is just one of those programs. So let's move through the slide presentation. So this is a little bit about me. I think the thing that I'm most proud of is in 2023, we received an award from the Mishswska competition as finishing up as a semifinalist in that pitch deck competition. And also we were presented the greatest social impact by Better World Books for the work that we're doing in the community. Then this year, along with 2023, I was a finalist for the Influential Women of Northwest Indiana, along with Liz. So it was very exciting that we were able to participate in that competition. So first, the problem. So the problem is that 70% of all women entrepreneur businesses fail. And that's according to the entrepreneur.com magazine. And what I did is I looked at what was happening in the world, actually, during 2012, which when I started the Women's Summit, that was the closest census. So I was taking a look in 2017, but the closest census was 2012. And what we found is, I found to be very alarming. So in Indiana, 39% of the companies were women entrepreneur businesses. I mean, in the US, 39% were women entrepreneur businesses, and Indiana, 37%. But if you looked at Elkhart and Berrien County, was only 2% of the women where businesses were surviving, and in St. Joe County, 2% also. So what we did is we saw like a big disparity between what was going on in the whole state of Indiana, the whole United States, and also what was happening in our local area. So I did a big study to try to figure out why that was happening. And what we found is that we surveyed 100 women in our community to try to get an idea of what areas that they needed help with. And at the same time, I went to different stakeholders or companies and organizations in our city that could help the women entrepreneurs in our community. And with each place that I went, so it would be like the South Bend Chamber of Commerce, South Bend Elkhart Partnership, Mishswska, I came here, Niles, Elkhart, all the companies that could do something, St. Mary's College. At that time, IUSB didn't have any programs, Ivy Tech didn't have anything. So the only program that was here was the one through St. Mary's, which is called Spark. So when I went on the interviews to those stakeholders, this is what they told me. They told me that women are not committed to their businesses, that women do not spend money on business education, women are not seen as real business owners, only hobbyists. Women from low-income neighborhoods and who are financially abused are thought of a waste of time and resources. So they recommended I didn't seek out that group. And women did not have access to business resources, mentors, leadership, or networks due to lack of interest. So the overall feeling in the community is that women just really weren't investing in as far as business owners. So what we did is I created the Women's Entrepreneur Summit to address this. So we decided to create actually everything that has to do with Senior Health Women's Initiative has to do with these 4 areas. So we create connections with role models and leaders, women-to-women mentoring, business resources, thus building the ecosystem and confidence building. We added to the Women's Entrepreneur Summit initiative that we were joining part of the global movement, which is Women's Entrepreneurship Day, which is November 19th. So we contacted the mayors and common councils to ask them if they would proclaim that day. So Elkhart, Goshen, Michigan City, Mishswska, South Bend, and the state of Indiana all have proclamations that say November 19th is Women Entrepreneurship Day. These are, I don't know, can you read them? These are the what people are saying. So when women, we had our first summit in 2018, and women came to the summit. We had 120 at our very first summit, which was pretty amazing. And the whole thing was amazing. I mean, just to have 120 women, and actually 6 men came too. And I asked the men, why are you here? And like, are you looking for a date or what's going on? And so one man, nobody admitted to the date idea, but one man told me the reason why they came to the summit is they wanted to learn how to soft sell instead of being pushy with their job. Another man came because he wanted to get women business owners to partake in his business service. So there are various reasons why men would attend. A couple of men came with their wives, so it'd be supportive of things that they're doing, which was really great. Then we also had men speakers, and then we had men vendors, so they were allowed to come too. So just because you're a man doesn't mean you can't come to the Women Entrepreneur Summit. So it's actually a life-changing event. I'll never forget it. The first day the first time we had our summit, it was like 120 people out there. It was a sea of every nationality, every race, everybody was represented. We had Muslim women out there, we had Jewish women out there, we had Black women, we had Latin American women, we had Chinese women. I mean, it was a beautiful sight to have at our first summit. And after that, the women came to me and said, well, is this it? Like, what else? So that kind of started us on the path of what to do after the Women's Entrepreneur Summit. And the whole idea of the summit was to launch the nonprofit organization, Seed Your Health Women's Initiative, and to see if we really had anything there. So it was really our social proof. But from that day, what we found is we needed to do it some more and do some other things too. So from that event, that very first event, we got a really nice grant from First Source Bank to help us start a mentoring program from the people who attend the summit. So one of the requirements we have for the mentoring program is that people start at the summit, because then they get 7 hours of entrepreneur training before they even start on the program. So I love this saying that Jeff Bezos says, big things start small, and that's really what we did. I really thought only 30 people would come to that first summit, and 120 came, and it actually shocks me that every year we have 100 women come to the summit, and it's life-changing for them. It's really very amazing. So if you just look at the impact we have at the summit, so over the course of 8 years, we've had 8 summits, uninterrupted through COVID and all that. We did it all online, and we've impacted 1,129 people. So that's how many people came to the summit. But if you look at how many people we've impacted out of that, like all the women I talked to in the community, all the mentoring, this program, like all the things we do that become a platform for not only building the summit, but building an ecosystem in our community. The total number that we reached, not counting social media or anything that's happening on the internet, is 5,265. So that's really a lot. I think it's a lot. So this is our growth opportunity, which just shows you that we have plenty of room. There's a lot of women who are still looking to start their own business, who are still dissatisfied with their jobs. Now we have, there's a lot of people too who are looking to pursue their passion, but now we're finding in the current job market that people are growing to be more interested in entrepreneurship, even as a side gig. So if they ever lose their job, they'll still have an income, or for it soon to become their main gig. So this is our ask. It's very hard for me to talk this fast, and that's crazy. So anyways, this is our ask. So we're looking for someone who knows about fundraising. So I don't know anything about fundraising. I've tried a few things. I've read a lot of material, but if you know anybody who can help with fundraising ideas or help us, like be a fundraiser for us, I'd be interested in talking to them. If you know anybody anyone who has any ideas about how to talk to millennials, like 28 to 43-year-olds, that would be great. We attract the largest portion of people who are entrepreneurs are really that 45 and up, but it seems like that 28 and up is now becoming a bigger segment, so I'd like to add that in. So if anyone has any ideas on how we might do that, let me know. Also, if anyone has any new ideas that's on the horizon about how to get the word out, I would be open to that. And then I'm looking for an introduction to Mayor Robert Listenberger of Plymouth, or someone on the city council, because I think the next great place to ask the mayor and the common council to proclaim November 19th as Women Entrepreneurship Day is Plymouth. It's a small community. They have quite a few entrepreneurs in that community. They're looking at adding entrepreneur training into their college curriculum in high school. So I think now would be a good time to investigate that. So if anyone here knows any of those people, that would be really great. And then this is how you get a hold of us. So does anyone have any ideas on how to get a hold of these people? Or any fundraisers or anything like that? I mean, we have plenty of time. You could tell me now, or you can tell me after, or you can tell me any day. I love to meet and have coffee and get to know what you're doing. In the room, I have this little booklet going around. There's one sitting on this table too. That is our program. We're looking for advertisers for the program, or if you'd like to know what's happening inside that program, I'd be happy to share it with you. Yeah, did you have something?
Oh, I was just saying we could help you out with that.
You were saying what?
Some of that stuff.
You can help?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. So I would love that. Yes?
New hairdo looks good.
What?
The new hairdo looks good.
Oh, you like my new
Just
hairdo?
saying.
Oh, thank you.
What's the fundraiser for?
It's to raise scholarship money for the women who participate in the mentoring program, and it's also to pay for the women who attend the summit. So we have 100 people, or sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less at the summit. We give away scholarships to the summit, and we raise sponsorships to pay for the scholarships. So pretty much all the money we have goes to some scholarship. So it either goes to a summit scholarship where women can attend the summit for free if she can't afford to pay for it, or to the mentoring program.
And is this a 501c3?
It is. We're a 501c3, and we're active with the state. Everything's up to date. And the thing about the summit is I feel like that's my gift to the community. I really am trying to help women entrepreneurs to leave a legacy in our community way beyond my time here. So I feel like, so I'm a nurse, and I feel like if I said to you, I have the cure to cancer, but you can't have it because you don't have any money. So too bad for you. So I feel that's pretty cruel. So I feel the same way about the entrepreneur training program, mentoring, and a summit. As a summit is a cure. It's training. It's 7 hours of teaching you how to become a better business person. And people come out of the summit and they say, this has changed my life forever. I didn't think I could do it, now I do. I met people here are encouraging to me. We're gonna develop